It was just announced this morning that Tesla is buying $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and it also plans to accept it as a payment. Tesla announced in an SEC filing Monday this morning that it bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. The company said it would also start accepting Bitcoin as payment method for its products. CEO Elon Musk has been credited for rising the prices of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, through his messages on Twitter. Of course, we'll look into it. It was hilarious over the weekend. I'm sure you guys didn't miss any of that. Tesla announced Monday that it has bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. In a filing with the SEC, the company said it bought the Bitcoin for more flexibility to further diversify and maximize returns on our cash. Tesla has also said it will start accepting payments in Bitcoin in exchange for its products. That would make Tesla the first major automaker to accept to do so. This is crazy, guys. This is massive. Tesla is now one of the biggest companies in the US. It's the biggest automaker in the entire world. It's not just a major one, it's the biggest one. And the fact that their CEO and the leadership team is such a strong proponent of cryptocurrency in general. Obviously, this is specific to Bitcoin, but it's just rising tides brings up all ships. This is amazing for Bitcoin. We're going to see a positive push, a bullish push in almost all of the main cryptos. Tesla's move into Bitcoin represents an investment of a significant percentage of its cash in the investment. The company has more than $19 billion in cash and cash equivalents on the hand at the end of 2020. So to buy 1.5, that's a very strong percentage. And thus far, what we've been seeing, not only in Tesla stock and in Bitcoin itself, but they're going up. The people love it. This is great, great news. Actually, instead of just taking my word for it, let's take a look at the charts. Tesla, for those of you who don't know, trade under the ticker TSLA. It closed out last week on Friday at $852. Thus far in 2021, it's already up 21% this year. That's crazy. The S&P 500, the quote unquote overall market, year over year on average, it goes up about 7 to 8%. Tesla, in just 1 month into the year, is already up 21%. It is a monster. Don't forget that. In early January, we had this run up to 884. It kind of traded sideways. Then it was rejected at 900, where it came back down sub 800. I think people kind of got distracted with all the GME AMC news. But since then, it kind of overshot the support, but quickly found it again. We saw this in the deep dip with the RSI. Since there, it's still kind of range bound, but as I said, it ended the day at 852. Right now it's at 870. I'm very much looking for it to push 885 and 900 today. I would love to see some bullish follow through. Past 900, there is a Fibonacci resistance around 950. And then of course we have that major psychological level of 1000. Do not sleep on Tesla. This is definitely fundamental news that can push it very notably in one direction or the other. Throw it on your watch list today. I will actively be watching 885, 900. If there's some opportunity I see to buy a call option to ride this bullish momentum, I definitively will. And I hope that I can do that in a stream with you guys today. This is great news. People like it. It's already up in pre-market. Let's see how this one plays out. And of course, the other half of this story is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin's daily chart. Previously, it shot up to 42,000, came back down, found support not only at this trend line, but at the previous support of 30,000. Since then, it's been coming up. At first, I was looking for the classic cup and handle pattern that I'm always talking to you guys about. But on this news, we have a fundamental development. Bitcoin has been not only growing in popularity, but now that it's being accepted by true Fortune 100 companies, the credibility is going through the roof. This is seen as much more viable of an actual currency. The bullish momentum is clearly there. I'm looking for it to hold this previous resistance. I want it to turn into support. If we can hold there, and more, if this story permeates throughout the trading community, up here, we're waiting for price discovery to play itself out. Obviously, there's no technical resistance yet because we're at a new all-time high, but I have this $50,000 mark. Once again, it's just another psychological level. I wouldn't be surprised if we're hitting this sooner rather than later. Very, very exciting news. This is breaking news. As more and more develops with Bitcoin and Tesla, I will be here throughout the day. We'll cover that news. I'll make sure to keep all of you guys updated. I'll let you know about any of my Tesla trades, but these are exciting times. And a lot of this obviously relates to kind of the fun stuff that's going on with Dogecoin. But before we hop into Dogecoin's chart, let's just go over some of this, like the funny stuff. D is for the Dogecoin. Like Elon had hilarious tweets. Who lit the Doge out? The rainforest. Like just so funny. Like Elon truly is a master of the internet. But strong proponent of cryptos. But the one thing I want to explain to you of, like, I know we're talking about all these cryptos back and forth, like a lot of different things. So to really better understand like what's going on, like people have been messaging me over the weekend of like, what's the difference between all of these? And like, does Dogecoin, is it just a meme one? Does it really have a possibility of continuing to go up? First of all, I think it would be hilarious if Dogecoin actually hit $1. That's the big push right now, especially on social media. I think that's a hashtag, Doge to $1. So the one thing that I want to talk about here, and this might get a little technical, but it's very important for you to know. So I think the long-term future of ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum are much stronger than Dogecoin. Dogecoin, that doesn't mean you shouldn't make money on it. Like right now, I'm in at 0.038. So I'm going to do like a swing trade. I'm looking to make some good money. But in terms of its very long-term prospects, you have to understand that Dogecoin is what's considered to be an inflationary currency, as in there's always more and more Dogecoin. Like there's no limit set the way it is with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin, there's only going to be about 21 million in existence. So that helps, like it's considered to be a deflationary currency. Ethereum, that gets a little bit more technical. And I know there's crypto experts out there, but for the ease of this conversation, let's say that there's only going to be 112 million. You guys can look that up. But basically the way they function, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're deflationary, while Dogecoin is inflationary. So the economic, I guess, outlook on them are very different. So just know that, like, if you are looking for long-term investments, in my own opinion, I would choose to be in Bitcoin or Ethereum in the long term over Dogecoin. Right now, I'm in all three. I think all three are going to go up. I just am trying to be transparent and explain some of those specifics to you. But interesting things going on with that right now. Obviously, we had some of these lines marked out. I was posting this stuff on the weekend on my Twitter. Right now, let's just see how it reacts to the current all-time high. I think we are going to see movement in crypto as a whole today. Very, very fun times.